Hello everyone, welcome to the third episode of Taboo, and today we are going to talk about
drug decriminalization. So normally when people think about drugs, we think about addiction, homelessness, broken families, death, and suicide. Usually it's associated with a negative thing.
Actually, drugs were a part of our society. Our ancestors have used it before civilization. In some tribes, used as sacred thing in their religious ritual, curative substance. For some people, recreational reasons.
So when did drugs get this negative stigma in our current society?
Okay, let's go back to 18th century. Many wounded soldiers used morphine to relieve their pain and became addicted to it. We saw heroin over the counter and many houses have opioid in their cabinets. Until 1890, the US government started seeing this as a big problem. And eventually, 1970, Richard Nixon declared war on drugs.
Public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. In order to fight and defeat this enemy, it is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive.
Now, in theory, the war on drugs is a very noble one. I mean, no one wants to have a drug-addicted community. The reality wasn't that simple. The war on drugs was Richard Nixon's global campaign to cut the growing drug supply with the help of the federal government and the military. Within 4 decades, however, $1 trillion had been spent, with no real change to show for it.
Finally, Global Commission on Drug Policy announced how it became a failure.
So during the war on drugs, there were mass incarcerations, but one of the biggest problems was that most of these incarcerated individuals were low-level drug pushers or drug users. This meant that most of the kingpins and the drug lords never really ended up behind bars.
They cut supply, but how about demand? It was still the same, and the price of drugs skyrocketed, but addicts didn't care. They tried to afford it anyway. It doesn't follow economic theory. And also, many production and supply routes were cut down, but this increases in small production. Many people cook meth in their house.
Additionally, a lot of the cartels and drug pushers didn't have any access to the legal system, which meant that there was a 25 to 75% increase in drug-related murders and violence.
And they couldn't go to the police station and told them that someone stole their stash.
There was also corruption, as many politicians had their campaigns funded with drug money.
Well, we have watched the series The Wire, and we could see that many kingpins and gangsters turned down, but there is going to be someone new replace them, and it keeps going on. And how could it be stopped?
Well, apparently, there is a solution.
And in the 1980s, Switzerland experienced crisis from heroin and spreading of HIV, hepatitis C. So they decided to do the Heroin Maintenance Center, same as in Portugal and New Zealand. These centers have the same purpose. They believe that drug decriminalization, same as harm reduction. So at the center, they provide purified drugs, clean syringes, needles, and also the place for addicts to use the drug. They also have supervision there just in case anything dangerous happens.
Along with these centers, they also provide methadone bans where addicts have free access to methadone, which is a substance that helps combat the side effects as well as cravings for heroin and stronger drugs.
They believe doing like they can create trust and bond to addicts. And when these people come back, they will explore on their problems, backgrounds, help them to find jobs, places to stay, and whatever they need in their daily basis.
In other words, it creates less of a negative stigma regarding drug addicts, and we start seeing them more as people that are suffering from an illness.
With this program in Switzerland, they decreased the amount of addicts 70%. In New Zealand, the number of people who get diseases from injection decreased from 13% to 0.2%.
In Portugal alone, that number dropped from 518 out of 2,000 people to 13 out of 2,000 people in less than 20 years.
Yeah, and the criminal rate because of drugs decreasing, also the die from overdose.
And in Portugal, that dropped to 6 people out of a million compared to the EU's 23.7 and Scotland's 315 per million.
That's still a high number.
Now, when we look at the data, we can see that this actually works. The biggest problem that we have are regarding conservative views when we're talking about drug legalization, as many people still do not feel comfortable with drugs being freely accessible and available in their community.
Well, especially in Thailand, I don't expect that they will apply that method here because of our social structure is very complicated and also corruption problems.
Hopefully within the next few years, we'll see Thailand taking gradual steps to make drug addiction less of a taboo and to start treating these individuals as individuals that are suffering with an illness and not necessarily that they are the scum of society.
Alright, and that is for today. And if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you agree with us and want to spread an information, don't forget to share it to people around you. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.